airport arrivals lounge scene that will melt the coldest heart. Have the hankies close to hand for next week's midweek movie, Love Actually. It's Wednesday at 9:35. Now though, no Love Actually in Shortland Street.
He's lost a hand. Think what that must feel like.
The numbers simply don't add up. I refuse to be involved.
The Shortland Street surgical team became part of an elite handful of professionals to successfully complete a post-amputation hand transplant.
Clearly, I have shortcomings where judgment is concerned. I officially resign.
I don't know how you guys do it. You are complete rock stars.
Help yourselves.
Oh no, you guys go for it.
Yeah, we haven't been working our butts off in theatre all day.
Who paid for all this, the surgeons?
No, I did. These guys deserve it. Especially deserving is someone who worked through their entire toilet break.
OMG, I was busting. Okay, everyone say amputee.
Amputee.
Tanya, smile.
Oh, just take it before they blink.
Oh, I'm gonna have to Photoshop you out of that one. Tanya.
What?
Just remember the plan and don't make a drama.
We'll just ride this one out.
Every time you get into a huff, then he goes running to Mum to make himself feel better, to make her feel better.
Oh, I'll do the pep talks, eh?
Look, your pep talks and your plans are getting old, ladies.
You haven't even given it a good shot.
Just ignore him.
Yeah, have fun with your mates.
You haven't thought this through.
I've thought about it a great deal. And, as I predicted, it's all worked out for the best.
How?
Well, Callum was generous enough to keep me on as a surgeon.
You're an excellent HOD whose only mistake was to lose confidence. Dust yourself off. Get back on that horse. I mean, continue to work as head of department.
You saw the big picture with the hand transplant. I merely saw the risk. I hear the things that people say out loud. You hear all the complicated things that they don't say.
Great. Talk yourself out of it some more.
That I was even considered for the role is an example of political correctness gone mad. I do not have the people skills or the insight to hold a position in management.
You have excellent insight and excellent judgment, and you're more than capable of using both as a manager and a surgeon.
Well, I don't care to argue anymore.
So, what's it like being back in Amboland?
Yeah, good. Ben's back for a bit too, so it'd be cool to show him all those tips you gave me. Oh, I suppose you could do better.
Oh, I know I could.
Oh, you just have to go too far, don't you? No way.
The hot nurse wins and the guy in the silly uniform loses, sucker.
Whatever.
How did you do that?
I just had a feeling that Lady Luck was on my side.
A feeling that you'll be successful.
I suppose so.
In spite of the odds against you?
Yeah.
Can you describe that feeling in a way that I might understand?
Not really, no. Here. You take that. Now, look at the bin. Eye it up. Close your eyes and trust your instincts. Close your eyes. Now, just believe that you can do it. Have some faith and chuck it in.
No, but I'm unprepared.
I know, buzz, isn't it?
Not at all.
Go on, just give it your best shot. Never mind. You want to try again?
No, thank you. You've proved to me that I'm wired differently from other people. That I don't anticipate success where it's not expected. Nor do I find any enjoyment in attempting something I know I'll fail.
Look, I didn't mean to upset you.
No, you haven't. You've been very helpful. I can see now that my decision to resign is justified.
Resign from what?
HOD.
Well, better make a move. Working with the old crew today, don't want to be late.
You miss them, don't you?
Yeah, seems they're missing me too. I'm getting the hard word about coming back.
Maybe you should.
Not likely.
Although I suppose with Tanya working surgery now, might be a safer bet.
Actually, she's back in ED for a while.
Oh, thanks for the warning.
Don't you hide away from her, though. You just get on with your day.
Oh, you've changed your tune.
But I've been thinking, Libby and Maya have obviously come round, which is something for us to smile about, right?
Right.
And as for Tanya, well, there's nothing we can do except be patient. So while we're waiting, we might as well get on with it.
Works for me.
So you haven't phoned him or emailed him?
No.
He still is your father, Kieran, and he's had a heart attack. I mean, what if he has another one? Or what if he dies and you never get the chance to make things right?
Sadie, can we just change the subject for 5 minutes?
Sorry. Just after all that stuff with my dad, I just think that sometimes holding a grudge is a big fat waste of time.
Cheer up.
I hate lying to her.
And tell her the real reason why you're so stressed out. My little fib saved you a lot of bother, my friend. Without it, she would have walked.
Yes. Except now I'm stuck with your little fib, aren't I?
She's vomiting again. Be right there. Incoming. This is our gentleman who had before?
Yeah, male, age 7.
Wait up. You take the handover. I'll be there in a sec.
No, I'll get Bruce.
No, Bruce is busy. You take the handover.
Go for it.
Male, 74, took a fall in the bathroom, causing a shortened and externally rotated left leg. Query, fracture to the neck of the femur.
Okay. Pain relief?
No, we're unable to gain IVXS.
Thank you.
I'm not done yet.
I've heard enough. Keep a good soothing centre.
It's all in the ambulance report anyway.
Where are you going? Anywhere exciting?
If gainful employment is your idea of excitement, then yes.
Police cars.
The very same.
Dad's planning on replacing the hospital fleet. You should give him a call.
How many vehicles?
15, 20, I don't know.
Then I believe I will give him a call. Thank you from the bottom of my wallet.
That's what family's for.
So blue today. Where's that smile? Let me guess. My horrible brother stole it.
It's not that bad.
Really?
I just wish he'd trust me, that's all.
This is about our dad.
Whatever he's feeling or whatever he's worried about, we should be able to share it.
And you just want to help him, make him talk it out.
Exactly. It's what he needs.
You keep on him, kid. He'll get there.
We've had a bit of a reaction, so just relax if you can. Okay. Get you to pop that on. Just nice, slow breaths from me. That's it. Okay, stay with him, please. Our hip gentleman has nausea, a rash, and shortness of breath. Ring any bells?
A reaction to something? An allergy, maybe?
Morphine. He's allergic to morphine, which you administered upon his arrival.
Ben never said anything.
Did you ask the patient?
Yeah, but he was confused and incoherent.
Sorry, is there a problem?
No, not with you, Matt.
Yeah, there is. If Ben didn't mention a morphine allergy in the handover, you should be yelling at him, not me.
I could have sworn I wrote it in the notes.
You did. Tanya failed to read them.
Dude, can we get a hand over here?
Go for your life.
I stuffed up. I'm really sorry.
I know what it's like, having to work with someone you really don't want to work with. But can you try?
Try and pull my head in.
Look, just take it easy on yourself. I totally understand you want the guy to suffer, and I'm sure you'll find a way to do that. But whatever it is, can we save for after hours?
Done.
I don't want to lie to her again. Why is that so hard to understand?
Because the poor wee puppet is suffering.
Yeah, and whose fault is that?
Yeah, I probably could have thought it through better.
Yes, you could have. Because if our father really did have a heart attack, I'd be behaving in exactly the same way. He has been dead to me for years. So pretending to save you that I suddenly feel something for him is completely ridiculous.
Why are you making things so complicated? Just pretend to call when she's in the room, or write for that matter. Doesn't have to be a grand gesture. A greeting card would suffice. Addressed to my postbox. Something along the lines of this.
Enough, please.
If you can lie about hit and run, then frame an innocent woman, you can lie about a stupid little card. You'll feel the love of your life is hurting. Be nice. Make it all better.
Standard courier, please, but only if they can... You can answer that.
Oh, no, it'll just be Mrs. Hanson.
You have a caller ID from Mrs. Hanson.
No, I have a hunch. Kia ora, Shortland Street Hospital.
Well, hello, Mrs. Henson. All right, I'll put you through directly. Brett! Lovely. Oh, isn't that good? Look, I better let you go.
Your hunch was right. Can you teach me that?
Oh, you can't teach that sort of thing. Look, it's more to do with me being on top of my job than anything else. It's just my subconscious gathering up information.
What information?
Well, Mrs. Hanson can never remember her husband's direct dial. You know, Bryce in radiology? So she just calls us and we put her through, at least once a day, and normally when we're extremely busy.
So you're saying that people experience hunches in relation to an area of knowledge in which they're most experienced?
Yes.
Well, first you suggest that it cannot be learned, but then your last observation would suggest the opposite. That's very confusing.
I got this one. Everything can be learned. Even me chucking the tea bag in the bin. It's not because I have amazing faith, it's because I got skills. I used to be really good at netball. Goal attack, fast and accurate. So don't go thinking that you're wired differently than other people. You're just the same as the rest of us, only a whole lot brighter.
Listen, we need to meet and go through the HOD thing. When are you free?
I was hoping you could hold off on that for a while. I'm trying to get Gabrielle to change her mind.
Well, if you ask me, her mind's pretty well made up. Besides, I've already selected a replacement.
Yeah?
You.
I thought I was on that list. The only if I'm desperate list.
Oh, well, Rachel wanted you in the job too, remember? We should have rolled with it back then.
I have my own specialist unit to focus on.
Well, if things go according to plan, you'll only have 10 operations a year. You'll have plenty of extra time and, well, there's no reason why you can't do both jobs.
But do I want to?
Well, it makes sense. You won't have anyone to fight if you want to push things through, and you'll have complete control where surgery is concerned. See, it's not such a bad idea.
If I can convince Gabrielle to change her mind, you will still take her back?
Of course, goes without saying.
Good.
Oh, look, it's Trix. Remember Trixie? Lovely old Moggy. Remember when we gave her a bath?
Oh, we were evil.
Well, we didn't know she could clean herself. Oh, Dance, come choose a photo of yourself.
Why?
For the baby photo competition.
Oh, look, there you are as a fairy. You're adorable.
No, it wasn't a fairy outfit. It was an angel outfit for a costume party or something, and you were so excited about going.
Oh, it was the school nativity play.
Oh, that's right. I remember now.
Really?
Yeah, you learnt all your lines and then you went on stage and you froze, you poor weakling.
Definitely sounds like me.
And then you cried and Mum bought you glitter and told you it was angel dust.
She told me that sometimes life doesn't always work out the way you plan, but if you threw the angel dust in the air and made a wish, everything would get better. Then she took me to the mall to see Santa. How did she know I wished for that?
I think there's a photo of you and Santa in here somewhere. It's Funny Stephen. Do you remember Funny Stephen?
Oh, he used to eat grass.
Good.
What's good?
Just one more ingredient and then I'm ready to assemble the sushi.
Which ingredient?
Avocado. It's not here. There was an avocado here this morning, but now it's gone.
I ate it. I had it on my toast.
Well, this completely changes everything.
Sorry, I was hungry.
I can't possibly make sushi without avocado. The recipe would be incomplete. And Monday is our scheduled sushi day. This is troubling.
Maybe you could use something else instead.
But the recipe states avocado.
Marcel's mum changes stuff all the time. She doesn't even use recipes.
But how does she know her dishes will succeed?
I don't know. She just does.
Experience combined with a hunch.
Can I have some crackers, please?
You can have 2.
Thank you for seeing me at such short notice.
You're lucky. I had a cancellation.
Actually, Callum, I suspect you're going to be the lucky one today.
Do enlighten me.
You may or may not be aware that I've ventured into the leased car business. Word has it that your lease fleet is due for updating.
That is correct.
Then I'm extremely keen to prove to you the benefits of choosing my business.
Really?
I have access to a wide range of late model vehicles. I can offer you excellent maintenance and repair packages.
Well, that's all very nice, but what I'm really interested in is price. The more money I can save, the happier the DHB will be.
I feel certain I won't let you down. What are you paying for your current vehicles?
Around $400 per month per car. They're about to raise the prices, hence us putting out the feelers.
Right.
Okay, well, let's not waste time. What sort of a deal can you cut us?
Actually, Callum, I can't. For that price, I'd make no profit whatsoever.
I see. Well, there's not much point continuing the conversation, is there?
Not really.
Well, you're more than welcome to put in a tender, but we really are committed to the cheapest option. Thanks for coming in.
Wouldn't it be simpler if I organised it into boy-girl?
No, it would not. I know exactly how I want them sorted out, so if you could please go away and do something useful.
Here.
Thank you. Whoa! Oh, Lord, that baby is enormous. Who is she?
It's me, you idiots. That's it, I'm out of here.
Oh, no, you're not. Give it back immediately. Oh, good. Photos. Face down, please. Face down. I don't want any cheating.
Well, will you know who's who?
Put your names on the back.
Oh, my goodness. This one ate all the pies, didn't she?
Hang on a minute. You shouldn't be allowed to enter. You've got an unfair advantage.
Got to be some perks in motherhood.
Oh, very cute. You can look, you can't.
I remember that day very clearly. You found your true calling.
Clarification, please.
Your little friend Amy was whispering the lines to you, but in doing so, she knocked over the scenery and she hurt herself. Without a second thought, you were in there, mopping up her tears and her cut knee.
Forgot about that bit.
I was just as proud of you then as I am now.
I may very well cry. That was a beautiful moment that just happened then.
Yes.
It's very hard to stay angry at your mother, isn't it? Requires a lot of energy. You should eat something. Keep your strength up.
Do you think it's a stroke?
She has some left-sided weakness, so it could be. You've already seen her today?
Yeah, this afternoon for headache and nausea. But her readings were fine, so we referred her on to a GP.
Were there any signs of a stroke then?
Not that I picked up. But an hour or so later, she collapsed, so who knows?
Oh, I'm sure Mrs. Eltham Slaughter finds that very reassuring.
Well, these things are only impossible to pick up. No one's at fault. We'll need to get an urgent HCT scan. She may be able to have TPA. Any idea what sort of time frame we're working with?
It was 4 hours before she was discovered.
Okay, that rules that out. Never mind. Let's get that CT happening. Do you have any idea how boring this is getting?
I was just trying to...
You're being a princess.
I'm sorry.
You just had another go at Ben. It's not on.
But you're on my side.
Look, after my shift, yes, I'll buy you a drink, pat you on the back. Until then, complete professionalism. Otherwise, I'll call Scotty, ask him to step you down.
What?
You heard. Unless you want to go now. I didn't think so.
Have you thought more about the job today?
No, I've kept myself busy interacting with people.
Lovely. But I want you to think about what you'll be missing out on.
Yuck! Something wrong?
Oh, you probably had some wasabi. Manners, please. Gabrielle went to all sorts of trouble to make this. Now eat up. This is different. A new recipe, perhaps.
Yeah, I made it up. We ran out of avocado, so I thought I'd match the salmon with banana. Like the avocado, banana is also a fruit, and they share a similar texture, so I thought I'd be impulsive. Oh, that really is appalling. Perhaps we should order a pizza.
Yes!
I feel embarrassed and humiliated.
Please don't. Your logic was completely flawless.
But that's where my skills as a human begin and end. How you can suggest I reconsider the HOD job, I do not understand.
You're a talented surgeon and an excellent manager.
I'm a talented surgeon with Asperger's, who's entirely unsuited to any position where instinct or emotional insight is involved. I do not want the job. Please do not pressure me to take it.
And how would you feel if I took it?
I'd feel very happy for you.
400 per car per month.
So you couldn't go there?
Maybe if I wanted to pay your father for the pleasure of doing business with him.
Well, can't you trim your overheads or something?
No.
Well, what about your profit margins? How much have you allowed for?
20%.
It's a bit generous, isn't it? I mean, maybe if you lowered it to 10 or 15, you'd be able to seal the deal.
What do they teach in schools these days? The idea is to make money, not give it away.
Okay. It's just that you're just starting out. It's not as though anyone knows you. Maybe you should prove yourself first, then make some money. Look at the big picture.
Him, look at the big picture. You must be joking. What do you think of this?
What is it?
It's a get well soon card.
Dear Dad, I hope you have a speedy recovery. Regards, Kieran.
It's not exactly Shakespeare.
Well, at least I made the effort.
Yes, you did, and I'm so proud of you.
Man, today totally sucks.
You'll survive. Drink this.
I hate screwing up like that. Usually I'm so on the ball.
Honestly, I think you're being too hard on yourself. Tanya should have read your notes. Instead, she had to be a know-it-all.
No, I should have told her up front. Allergic to morphine. That's huge. Just like failing to pick up on a stroke.
What happened?
On our first visit, the patient was unwell, but not enough to bring her in. An hour later, she's had a stroke.
Dude, how can that possibly be your fault?
I should have picked it.
How? It's like trying to predict when an earthquake will happen. Impossible.
He's right, Ben.
If I'd picked it earlier, we could have given her a TPA and she'd be much better off.
Just let it go, bro.
Just can't stand the thought of her lying there all by herself. She must have been so scared. I mean, while I'm out shopping without a care in the world.
She's being well looked after now. It's the most important thing.
I should have made them take her to hospital instead of flogging her off to a GP.
No, you're not responsible for this. It's not your fault.
We're just really close, you know? I don't know what I'd do without her.
You only get one mum, right? You know, I probably shouldn't say this, but your mother should have received better treatment.
Sorry?
The ambush should have picked up that she was at risk. There's no way they should have left her like that.
But didn't the other doctors say that they couldn't have known?
No, but with elderly patients, strokes are always a strong possibility. They should have brought her in regardless.
What are you saying here?
I'm saying that thanks to a certain ambulance officer, your mother may have lost speech or movement or brain function. 4 hours earlier, we could have prevented this.
I knew it. I knew he'd stuffed up.
If I was you, I'd make a formal complaint. His name's Goodall. Being Goodall.
Next today in Doctors, Karen has doubts about her goddaughter's ability to deal with the cut and thrust of college life. So she does exactly what she shouldn't and meddles.